Okay guys, I'm going to try to explain this to the very best of my ability. We're going to use $300,000 as an example. Let's say your property is worth $300,000. You want $350,000 for it, but it's only worth $300,000. I'm going to show you. Now again, if you could have $1 million home, a $5 million home, you could have a $80,000 home or tract of land or whatever, and the same principles will apply, but we're going to use $300,000 as an example, okay? So, but you want $350,000 for it. So we're going to start up here at the list price at $350,000, okay? These are the repercussions, the negative effects of overpricing your home too substantially. Even in a so-called seller's market, it can come back to bite you. We listed at $350,000. Over time, we lower it to $335,000. It sits and sits. We have a few showings, but no offers yet, or we have lowball offers. We eventually end up at the original $300,000 it was worth to begin with, okay? But since it's sat on the market for so long, too much time can be your best friend, time can be your worst enemy in real estate if you're not careful. Because let's say we've set for 6 months, we had the property priced too high, the perceived value of that property starts to go down because the property becomes what we call in real estate fatigued. The property gets tired, lost time. The reason the value goes down, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with your property. It just means that there's the perception of something wrong with your property because the number of days in the market has increased too dramatically. And what's happening is potential buyers out there, they've already seen they saw your property 4 months ago, 6 months ago. And even though you've adjusted the price, now we've had to surpass the $300,000 it was actually worth the market value at the time we listed it, but because it's set for so long, now we end up, now is it making sense? Now we end up getting $280,000, sometimes $275,000, heaven forbid $265,000, because that property set for so long. The buyer perception is that there's something wrong with the property, and really there's not. It's just it's set too long, and that value starts to go down. So that's the danger of pricing too high from the get-go, even in a seller's market. Okay, we're in a seller's market right now, and even if you price it too high, it can still come back to bite you on down the road. So it's best if we go right in this area. If you say, hey, it's worth $300,000, but maybe we can try $315,000 to $320,000. And here's a lot better than going astronomically high at let's say you have a $2 million home. Saying, hey, Phillip, I want to sell it for $2.5 million. Well, be careful with that because over the long run, the $2 million it was originally worth, the market value, you end up selling it at like 1.7, 1.8. Is it making sense? I hope that it is. So we want to be really careful with pricing. We want to make sure we price it as close to that market value as possible if you want to net as much money. Thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch this video. I would love the opportunity, if you would like a home evaluation, if you want to know how much your home is worth, if you'd like me to come out to meet with you, please do call me.